This video is brought to you by 80 Ways Media. What's up? What's up out there, man? It's your boy, Really Reek, man. I'm back again, bro. I'm back because I gotta tell y'all about my man's over here, bro. I mean, it's crazy, man. Whatever Dame Dash had going on financially, we not even gonna get into it, man. I mean, unless you know what? Yeah, we're gonna get into it today. That's what we're gonna do. So basically, Rockefeller is up for sale and you can buy shares from Dame Dash's portion of it, and Jay-Z still has another portion of it, and they're selling it off in order to basically pay off a debt that Dame Dash had. So, long story short, uh, we gonna talk about that, man, because you know the fact that he still owns Reasonable Doubt, which is Jay-Z's first album, which will always be a classic. So he still owns a portion of it, and I heard it was going for like 800,000. So something that wasn't too crazy. But Dame Dash still wants that because he owns Rockefeller and stuff like that. So let's just get straight into it. We're not gonna waste no time. But long story short, Jay Z says that you will not own those shares after you buy them forever because I'm coming back and I'm gonna get my share. And business is so tricky, bro. It's so many loopholes, bro. And Jay-Z knows these things, man. Jay-Z has been talking about business for the longest, ever since, the moves that he done made, with the liquor. He had what was it, the Cristal bottles, the shoes and stuff. So Jay-Z been doing this since early 2000s, man, 20 years in the game. And he been talking about business. So, and then his lawyers got tricks and trades, man. I mean, it's Jay-Z. So, but at the end of the day, man, it's crazy though, bro. Because you can go spend your $1 million to get Dame Dash shares, and he gonna come back and take them from you. And now let's get into it real quick, man. We're not gonna take up too much of your time, bro. So, what's happening with Dame Dash's shares of Rockefeller? So, long story short, Dame Dash, it says we're just gonna read through it. Baby Sean Carter shouted out Rockefeller Brands, trusting they call it a dynasty, not no meme. They rapping and stuff like that. But I'm gonna just go straight to the part that I read. So even with Dash's estranged from Jay-Z label since they split in 2004, they were still on paper together. They still had business together. But that may be changing. In February, a New York judge ordered Rockefeller Inc. to deliver Dash's shares of the company to the U.S. Marshals to satisfy $823,000 judgment from a movie producer, Josh Weber and Muddy Waters Films. So, if you want to know, basically from what we just read, Dame Dash was doing a movie with some guys. He didn't pay them, and now they took him to court. He couldn't pay him out of what he had liquid, out of properties and nothing like that. So they make him pay him in stock. That's how that happened. It's $823,000, which is a lot of money, and also it's a share of Reasonable Doubt and of Rockefeller. So even if the company, let's say they relaunch the company and they start selling more stuff or whatever, he won't make any money. All of his shares are done. So, and that's pretty cheap because Jay-Z might have a way to rebrand it and repopulate it. And he was waiting for Dame Dash to get out of there so he don't have to split the money. Maybe just he want, he's greedy. So he wants all of the money, you know what I'm saying? That's just business. So, but maybe not. So let's keep reading. So the judgment is the latest string of financial woes that has befallen Dash since parting ways with Carter. In 2019, he was arrested for failing to pay more than $400,000 in child support to his ex-wife, Rachel Roy. Last November on the CEO show with Dr. Taji Marino, he calls himself a proud broke, noting that he couldn't afford annual child support payments of $300 to $400 to Roy. Dash did not respond to request a comment for this story. So, bruh, y'all got to get together, man. You got to know. All right, so this man, to pay $400,000 a year in child support, if you break that down monthly, that is about thirty to $40,000 a month in child support. That is living damn decent. So Rachel Roy would never have to work. She would never need anything. For one, even if she did, she can go to McDonald's and get her something because with 30 grand, you can get a lot of stuff with 30 grand a month. But he said he's a proud broke. So, he split from Rockefeller, whatever happened, blase, blase, and the money and stuff just went left. I like Dame Dash. I just think he's a big personality. And a lot of people not gonna be able to deal with that. He's also he's on the points a lot. He understands that when you start a business or when you work for somebody or whatever you do, you have to own it. And he's the guy that was owning Rockefeller and finding artists and owning records. And now he doesn't want to play the small guy. You see what I'm saying? Like he doesn't want to take a back seat because he feels like, hey, look, I made a $50 million company before. I'm still a $50 million guy. So that's kind of where I think that is going to, you know what I'm saying? Because Rockefeller was hot. And now when the money stopped rolling in and y'all split and Jay-Z's a billionaire and you're, still playing with a few 100,000, that ain't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really saying much. And sometimes you just need to take the backseat. Like I wanted him to make more movies. I I don't understand why Kanye didn't support his movies. Some of the other guys that he deal with, I don't understand why they don't fund his movies. He makes some decent movies. I mean, Paid in Full was a good movie. Kevin Hart, some of Kevin Hart's breakout acting gigs was in his movies. And then he got Beanie Siegel acting. Like putting Beanie Siegel in a movie is crazy, bro. Like that's a dope gesture. So, but I don't understand what's going on with the money, man. Nobody will understand what's going on with the money, man. Like, and all in all, the only thing that you can say is that he's fucking up the money. I mean, that's the only thing you can say. So, let's get back into it though, because Jay-Z says that reasonable doubt will be all his. He will own 100% of it, and I believe he should have every lawyer. People like to say Rock Nation, Rock Nation. It's actually Live Nation. Rockefeller merged to make Rock Nation. Live Nation got other stuff going on, so that's a big company in itself. So they gonna back who their partner. You know what I'm saying? And he's making these deals and stuff like that. So let's just read about it. Jay-Z is staking legal claim to the master recordings of his iconic debut album, and it's a buyer beware notice. So anyone getting ready to drop more than $1 million to buy his Damon Dash's share of Rockefeller Records. TMZ Hip Hop has learned Jay-Z's attorneys just made a legal filing that might normally fly under the radar, but here's why it's suddenly relevant. Dame's third, he only owns a third of Rockefeller. I think it's Jay, Biggs, and Dame. He only owns a third. It's going up for auction later this month, which this month is August. And the label's only real asset is the Reasonable Doubt album, which let me pause for a second and just talk about that. See, I don't understand how that's the label's only real asset. I'm not going to lie. Because it has to be some type of that's the biggest asset because Jay-Z was the biggest asset. But it had Cameron. You know what I'm saying? You got Cameron Come Home With Me. You should have Purple Haze up there. You should have Kanye's first album up there. I don't know if he got his masters back. You should have Beanie Siegel's first album, Memphis Bleaks. It was a lot of people on Rockefeller, man. It was a lot of people on Rockefeller, bro. And I don't understand how their only real asset is Reasonable Doubt. I think it's because Jay-Z's a billionaire. So whatever his original projects are appreciated, or they're still holding value if they're not appreciating. They're still holding. But $1 million for the original masters and stuff like that, it's crazy. But they must be saying that because they can't get anything out of the Kanye West stuff, because that was a big artist. And he still had the Memphis Bleak. He had the movie game, the Paid in Full movie. Even though it's a free movie now, the rights to that movie to redo it, do it Paid in Full too, something has to be worth something other than just Jay-Z stuff. Because when you're dealing with Jay-Z, you gonna go to court about it, man. You already know he's not about to play about no money, especially not his first album. So while Rockefeller Records currently holds the copyright on the record and all of his tracks, Jay-Z's attorney have now found notice that those rights will revert to Sean Carter in 2031. I don't know how they gonna do it. How they gonna do that? 2031? That's 7 years from now. That's business for you though, man. What do you mean in 2031 I won't own what I just paid $1 million for? That's business for you. That's business. They're gonna find a way they're gonna get them right back. That is business for you. Even though Jay and Dame ain't vibing, and you know what I'm saying, they filed the paperwork to make it official. So we're not even gonna keep this video long, man. If you want to know the exact numbers of what's going on, man, there's multiple websites to go look at it. You know, TMZ, Hip Hop Love. Oh, it's a whole lot of websites, man. I'm not shouting anybody out right now that I look at until I get some. I want to partner with them, so that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna shout them out yet, but there are a lot of websites that are out that will show you like what you want to see. But I'm not gonna get into their business, man, because it's crazy, man. Do you mean to tell me if I had $1 million and I go buy that junk, you're gonna take it back from me in 7 years? That means that I don't. Why would I build it up? Like if I own the rights, what if I start selling or remarketing my portion of it and you making money, then you're gonna come buy it back from me. So that means I gotta make double my investment, which they putting up $1 million. I gotta make $1 million plus some, and then you're gonna come get it back from me. It doesn't even say you have to pay it. It doesn't say you have to buy it back. It says I'm gonna have it back. Meaning that you probably just gonna have to give it up. Why would you want to own something for 7 years for $1 million? That's a depreciating asset to me, man. But business is cutthroat, man. Business is always unruly, man. I'm telling you, bro. Especially this music game, bro. The music game is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's business in it that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? There's so much business in it, and I still don't see how Reasonable Doubt is worth $1 million with all this piracy going on. But it's definitely worth $1 million, I guess. $800,000. They must have got it from somewhere. He must have. Excuse me for that. They must have got it from somewhere because he must have put $1 million on it back into the business to preserve it or something. Who knows? But I still don't see how it is. I mean, I go download, like you know what I'm saying. I know it's probably if he packaged it up as the original CD, somebody a hip hop head might want to buy that original plastic CDs and stuff like that. But I don't know about $1 million, but it might be though, because Wu-Tang album went crazy too. So, and that was a good album from Jay-Z. But man, I feel a little bad for my man Dame Dash because that Breakfast Club interview was very iconic. It was very intuitive, and it showed just how he think. He has been a boss since I was a child. So man, it's probably hard for him to not be in that position. And I think that's what really sank the ship. But hey, it happens, man. It's the music game. You already know business is cutthroat. The music game is probably gonna be 3 times as cutthroat. So this has been your boy Really Reek, man. Reviews, man. I'm reviewing all of this music stuff that's going on, man. Giving my honest take on it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, like the screen says, and follow, put on push notifications, man. I will be dropping gems. So I'm gonna get up out of here though, but thank you though for watching this video.